Hello, people. Hello. I forgot. Okay. All right, people. Anybody in the house? Oh, yeah, I can see people already in the house. Ticey. Ticey is in the house. Modestus also is in the house. Fraser Health is in the house. Big up, people. All right. Thank you for being here. It's very early, right? No, probably it's very late in your country. Hey, John. What's up, brother? Big up. Onobu's Favor, Mr. Favor. Okay. I can't read your name, brother. Maybe find a nickname, but hi. Thank you for being here. Another name, another nickname that almost impossible to pronounce. Hello. Steve is in the house. And yeah, we are the champions. Okay. What are we going to talk about today? So much, right? Just woke up and breaking news. Antonio Conte to Spurs. How are you feeling about it? Antonio Conte to Spurs. That is a little weird, right? Just imagine playing against Antonio Conte in the Premier League. I can't hate the guy, to be honest with you. You know, I will find it very hard to hate Antonio Conte, you know. He's one of us. So I don't know what you people think about Antonio Conte. And my topic, like I planned something else. As you all know, this show is for the people. So you decide about the topic, but I wanted to talk about our new signings because people been saying so nasty stuff about our players. Hakim Ziyech is a flop. Willian is better than Hakim Ziyech. Blah, blah, blah. The biggest flop in the Premier League is Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I wanted to hear from you guys. So, but it looks like we have so much to talk about. So it's going to depend on what people are going to choose. You, the people, you decide. And another topic I wanted to talk is about the debate. The debate is going on crazy online right now. London blue, London white, London, rose, London pink, London purple, London. Come on, people. Let's be honest. Facts are facts. And Arsenal are just even counting their Community Shield, all the games that we played in pre-seasons, the Audi Cup games, all that they put together and to make it look like, hey, we beat you more times, we won more trophies than you. Hello. There are trophies and trophies. You know what I mean? The World Cup is completely different than the African Cup of Nations. You know what I mean? World Cup, the world. African Cup of Nations, just for Africa, you know? So if you have to choose between the World Cup for your country to win, the World Cup or Copa America, I think many people are going to choose the World Cup. That tells you the difference between the Champions League, Europa Leagues, and the domestic leagues, or FA Cup or Carabao Cup, and all that. I'm trying to make some sense here, but what is another level? What are you talking about, Steve? Yeah, I'm here for people, man. I'm here for people. I'm here to present you content, common sense, help people think outside the box, but also at the end of the day, it's just football. It's sport, man. We're supposed to laugh. We're supposed to have good time, to banter, respect each other. That's what sport is about. But certain people, they're just looking for a fight for no reason. Okay, so this guy here said that William is better than Ziyech. Keep flip flopping, brother. Keep flip flopping. It's okay. Okay. Moses. If France win the Euros, then Kanté has done it all. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, people. So, what are we gonna? What would you want to start with? You know, looking for some ideas from you, but you guys not saying anything. And I will start putting people through in a little while. I just want to answer a few questions, but looks like nobody want to ask questions. They want to banter. DJ is in the house. Big up, bro. Oh, you jumper. Oh, no problem, DJ. Don't get in trouble, brother. Do the work. No problem, DJ. I completely understand. Okay, I made the video you made before the Champions League. Oh yeah, the video that I made before the Champions League final. You know, I talk a lot of sense, Steve. Everything that I said, sooner or later you will say, this guy was right. You can attack me now, you can insult me, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. It takes me hours, brother. Hours of intellectual thinking. Like, I don't say stuff for views or for, you know, for all that. I do stuff, I do my homework, and I come up with something outside the box. But people will attack you. But after that, even after 6 months, 1 year, you will look back and you're like, oh my goodness, this guy was completely right. So that's what I do, man. So keep attacking, keep insulting. I don't care. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, giving my point of view. So do you think should go for Haaland? Do you think we should we should go for Haaland? The problem is how realistic is Haaland, you know? If it's realistic, let's go for him. Harry Kane is my first choice, to be precise, and then Haaland, and then Lukaku. So whoever is going to sign, I think he's going to score a lot of goals next season. I'm looking for goals, man. I'm sick and tired of 1-0 on goal, penalty here and there. I want to start punishing teams, like, seriously. You know, remember back in the day when we used to beat teams like 4-0, 7, even 8 under Ancelotti? We were destroying teams. Anelka, Drogba, Lampard, yeah, even John Terry, everybody scoring for fun. Now it's like you dominate and you lose at the end because you can't score. And of course, we're good, you know. We're good because we won the big one, but could have been better if we had somebody to take those chances, you know. Do we need experienced player to stabilize younger players? Well, those young players at the in the Chelsea team right now are already adult. You know, they won the Champions League. They went through everything. They lost 2 finals. This is how you create character. So no, they are old enough right now. They are fighters. But I know what you mean. How many old people you want around those youngsters? We already have Thiago Silva, Cesar Azpilicueta is there, N'Golo Kante is there, Tony Rudiger is there. You can just watch those guys and admire and learn from them. You know, even Jorginho. So I don't think that we have necessarily to sign experienced player, but we already have many of them. Many of them already in the team. So would you take Alex Sandro for what? For as a backup? Marcos Alonso is leaving. Alex Sandro. I don't know. Depend on the price. Depend on the price and if he can, like, accept to sit on the bench and not come with a huge salary and block the way to the youngsters from the academy. Madsen is my boy from the academy. He did very good in the League One. Yeah, League One. But yeah, I know what you mean. Alexandro, I'm not even sure. I don't even know his level at the moment because last season looks like he didn't really play that much. So Alexandro, I'm not sure, brother. You are welcome. I'm watching from the UAE. Okay. Moses. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Moses, for being here. Fabrizio Romano just said that Conte with Tottenham job. Yeah, we're going to talk about Antonio Conte, how people are feeling about Antonio Conte. For me, it's a mixed, you know, the way we let him go, he wasn't that happy. He has the right to walk, okay? So if he is coming to walk, how can you say no? But Tottenham, Chelsea, we know how it goes. But Mourinho also went there. So I don't think I'm going to be angry at Antonio Conte or anything. I like the guy. I really like Antonio Conte. But hey, he's not going to find the same conditions as a Chelsea Football Club, you know? I don't think he can do miracles with that Tottenham team. I'm not sure because Kane, regardless of who is going to be the coach, Harry Kane is gone, right? And the defense is very shambolic. The midfield probably Son also could leave, maybe go to Real Madrid or something. So it's not going to be that easy because he needs to rebuild the team, you know, from scratches. He's not going to find the same conditions as when he took Chelsea over. At Chelsea, we didn't have any European competition that season. We had David Luiz coming back from PSG. We had Gary Cahill that was there. So we had a core of very, very good players that he took over from. So I don't know, man, but let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. Hello there, my friend. Dernish Ali. How it's going, bro? How it's going? Yeah, we see we are the champions. Yeah, bro. We are the champions. And I've been checking here. You see this name? The name's here, okay? I couldn't find Arsenal and Tottenham. So, sad. Watching from the Philippines. Thank you. What is the possibility of bringing Adama Traore? Adama Traore, still speculations. I don't know what's going to happen, man. So many names going around now, and it's just, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Adama Traore, I'm not too sure if we need him, but if Thomas Tuchel decides to go for him, that means he knows how to use him, right? So we're gonna just trust the manager. Yeah, we are champions. Yes, spirits. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Wow. More than 70 people watching and only few likes. Guys, it's only take 1 second. It's gonna take me hours to be here, to entertain you. All I'm asking is just a small like or a dislike if you don't like the show. Just dislike, man. Dislike or like is the same for me. But I wanna see some appreciation from people. We are the pride of London. Yes, I agree. Champions, you must require to satisfy him. Do you think Tottenham? Yeah, that's the problem. Tottenham spent a lot of money too under Mourinho, but they didn't win anything. Yeah. Watching from Nigeria, Mr. Matthew. Okay, Matthew from Nigeria. Hey, we'll never be on there. They only rely on the old dreams on YouTube. Old dreams on YouTube. Okay. Are you sharing the link? Yeah, I'm gonna do it very soon. I just wanna read some comment quickly because when you are live and you put people on the chat are going to feel ignored, if that makes sense. So I wanna. Okay, Hazard rejected Chelsea and PSG. All right. Now we're gonna have to do something else. Okay. So let's start by the debate about London, blue, white, rose, pink. What color is London? And it's just even ridiculous to discuss about what color is London. But,
I'm going to briefly mention that Chelsea won the Champions League over the course of the weekend. And I've seen a lot of talking. I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans more interested in speaking about Arsenal and visiting Arsenal Stadium than actually celebrating your team winning a trophy. I've also seen a lot of suggestions that London is blue. I think you need to go and actually wobble your head a little bit because London is still red.
I'm fuming. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I'm disgusted. I'm finished. I'm dead. Arsenal is dead. We are no longer the biggest club in London.
It's very much still red. When you compare the trophies won between the two clubs, Arsenal have won 47 trophies. Chelsea have won 30. You are 17 trophies behind Arsenal. Okay? If you want to take out the Community Shield, because I don't really count that much either, and
you're counting that.
And Arsenal have won 31 trophies, and Chelsea have only won 26. So we're still ahead of you, even if we go and manoeuvre a few out of the way or anything. All right.
We don't have no UEFA Cup, no Europa League, no European Cup, no Champions League. We have a UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, which is basically the fucking Conference League.
Tell me about it.
London is very much red. It's not blue. And you need to get that one in your head. Even the comparison between the two sides in the head-to-heads. We've played each other 168 times in our history in all competition. Arsenal have won 65. Chelsea have won 53. Actually, that's in the league. In all...
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of
I'm
here.
saying. What?
Take him out. Take him out.
Competition. It's 203 matches with Arsenal winning 79 and Chelsea winning 65. So even in the head-to-head, you've not won more than us. London is not blue.
We can't rely on this invincibility, this gold trophy. Because Rangers just went fucking invincible in Scotland, mate. So we're not the only invincibles, are we?
Yeah.
Juventus won the league unbeaten.
Exactly.
In Serie A one season, I believe. There's been other invincibles, blood. You understand? Like,
go and enjoy your trophy win.
I'm
Stay
enjoying
away from
my
the
trophy.
Emirates.
Show me yours.
Stop talking about Arsenal.
Show
go
me
and
yours.
Enjoy your summer.
Yeah, I'm enjoying already.
London, unfortunately, people, is officially blue.
Yeah.
No Arsenal fan in their right frame of mind can tell me we are a bigger club than Chelsea Football Club as of Saturday night.
Exactly, right? This guy
if you said to me, swap
sense.
the Invincible title and just have it as a normal title, like change the invincibility for a Champions League, I'd do it in a heartbeat, blood.
That's a no-brainer.
I'd do it in a heartbeat,
that
blood.
Is a no-brainer.
You understand?
You see? Show me your trophy before you start talking nonsense, counting all the Carabao Cup and Community Shield and all the Audi Cups that you won against Chelsea. Hello? Show me this, man. Show me this. Show me your trophy. All right, people. So we have the first discussion. Hey, Mr. Cat, he's in the house already. Thank you for being here. Show me your European trophies before we start discussing, okay? Simple as that. And Troop is talking a lot of sense. He was like, you know what? I'm done fighting. I am done fighting. London is blue. I will exchange my Premier League with the Champions League, and there is no brainer. So game over, man. Game over. Just go back. Go back to your hole, DT. Okay. Let me now give the people the choice to talk. Okay. Okay, let's go. I'm watching from London. Okay. London. John is from London. And still can't see any other color. Herbert, my brother, talk to me. Blue Eyes in the house. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot, right? Anyways, gentlemen. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Somebody got some echoes. Blue Eyes, is that you?
No, I'm good now. Can you hear me?
I can't see you. I can't even see
my avatar. What's going on? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that means you are the issue here. Sammy J.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you, but you are kind of gray.
What's wrong with my avatar? Yeah. And
your IV is not showing anything. Sammy J from Nigeria. Hey, fix your mic, Sammy J.
Oh, the boss. Yeah, I hear me now.
What's going on? Yes, I can see you.
Well,
what do you have to say? Long time.
Long time, man. I'm telling you what. We're buzzing here in Nigeria. Everybody's on fire. Every day I wear my Chelsea kit. Every day. Bro. Like,
that's good.
The funny thing is that my area, they're only Manchester United fans. So at the moment, I'm the king. You understand? Champions of Europe. I'm telling you. Champions, man. It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke.
It's crazy. Like, in Nigeria. I've been watching some clips from Nigeria, and like people on in the church with like Chelsea flags. I'm like, are you crazy?
That is Kenya. That is Kenya. That's not Nigeria. But like, so my friends are just spraying money, just spending money, buying drinks, going crazy. Some of us were even arrested because of the way we were celebrating throughout the night, from around 12 a.m. to like 2 a.m. Everybody was just buzzing, just screaming. We were buzzing, but it was mad. By far, my best ever experience winning the Champions League. Because back in 2012, I was a baby, so I was kind of small, like maybe I was like 10 or I can't remember. Yeah, I was 10, so I didn't celebrate that one. But this one, man,
This
it's
one you really
crazy.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
And the fact that like nobody expected us to win it because everybody was thinking,
No.
yeah, Real Madrid is going to destroy Chelsea, blah blah blah. But at the end, we destroyed
They
them.
got
It's mad,
destroyed, right? Yeah.
mad man.
Game
Like
over.
Ngolo
Game over.
Kante, is the world best player. That's fact. That's
Yeah, give
fact.
him the Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah,
You
Ballon
think
d'Or,
he's going to
100%,
get the Ballon d'Or?
100%, fam, 100%. Like the only thing remaining is just for France to win the Euros or maybe semis or reach the final, and I'm sure they can
Well,
do that.
listen, I've seen Messi win the Ballon d'Or without winning anything. They will find a way to give him the Ballon d'Or because for commercial reasons, Nike, Adidas, and all that. But N'Golo Kante is kind of shy. Listen, if Messi was in the N'Golo Kante place, he was going to get the Ballon d'Or no matter what. No matter what, win the Euros, win the World Cup or whatever, nothing was going to change. He was going to still win it. If Ronaldo did the same as N'Golo Kante this season, he got the Ballon d'Or. No excuses, no nothing. You see how biased this thing is? But guess
it's very
what?
biased. Very biased. Even when Messi won in 2010, it was supposed to be Iniesta or Xavi, but just because he's Messi, just give
because
him.
he's Messi, he sells everything. He's a commercial. I don't know. So it's just biased. But listen. In our heart, N'Golo Kante is the Ballon d'Or winner. So you're not going to take that away from us. And many people know about it. You know, the majority of fans, they know it, but we can't vote.
Facts, man.
So the people who are voting are influenced by companies, by money. So that's the way it is. If it was the people,
I still believe Kante's gonna win it.
I don't think so, but yeah, I value your opinion. Let's move on and talk to some other people. Stay on the line, Mr. Sammy J. Been a while.
Okay.
Blue Eyes, what are you saying, Blue?
Yeah. Ooh, what's that? Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Morning, everybody. Yeah. We're still sort of cooling off from the big event last Saturday, and starting to come back to my senses. I was party mode for the past 5-6 days, and gradually starting to look at potential signings. And I know you wanted to talk about rating some of our new signings, so yeah, I'm excited about that. I want to hear what people have to say about some of our new signings and how they performed. But yeah, Conte to Tottenham. If he likes, let him go to anywhere he wants, man. Let him not come close to my club. That's the only thing. He can go to whatever club he wants to. That's his problem, man.
Yeah. There's somebody who is speaking in tongue here. I'm sorry I can't read the language, and I don't have the Google Translate in this thing. So yeah, if you're saying the good things about Chelsea, that's all good. Okay, watching from South Korea. Oh my gosh, Guyana. Guyana. South America. I thought like you were. Oh, somebody already said.
How long are you on the stream this morning?
How long I am?
Yeah,
I've been here for 30 minutes.
I mean, how long do you anticipate?
I don't know. It depends on people because I'm working from home today, so I still have a little bit of time.
I'm calling you from. I'm at work, so.
Sure, man.
No, but I'm good. I'm on the stream. I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Okay, I'll be here for a while. Depend on how many people we have and how many questions we have.
I'll roll with you guys this morning, man. Why not?
All right, Herbert, my brother, talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah, no. Obviously, you have to do some kind of ratings, but I mean, this Kanté Ballon d'Or thing is not. I don't really agree with it. He has had a very good 2 months. I agree with that. But if you look at the whole season since even under Lampard and even under Tuchel, that till he came, at least he came in January, right? So at least for 6 to 9 months, he wasn't that good. Even you guys will agree.
But he was injured. Remember, he didn't even start the season.
Yeah,
He's been struggling with injuries. But the point I am trying to make here is that just imagine even Messi, injured or not, and he wins something, the Champions League, and perform for 10 games. All the attention he was going to be there on the list. But that's the point.
I agree with that. No, I agree. It's never given to, defensive players or even center backs, full backs. They never give it to that. And I don't think even Messi is going to win it. I think they will give it to Lewandowski because he's broken Gerd Muller's record. And the last year, it didn't even happen. And he scored more goals this season. Even he didn't even play that semi-final. If he plays, I think I think you wouldn't be playing. Sorry, PSG would have lost for me. So I think it's going to Lewandowski for me this season because he's scored more goals than previous time and he missed that semi-final as well. So I think that's. I mean, it's always going to give. Yeah.
The problem is they like those shiny names with big commercials deals. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
I don't think it's
Messi's.
I think it's most of us fans also. We love a player who is like blockbuster because I remember when Cannavaro won it and Powell Nedved won it, I don't think many people were too pleased because Powell Nedved came first behind Thierry Henry, and Thierry Henry was an attacker, right? So that was some kind of bias. In my opinion, then Cannavaro's season, he won the World Cup. So again, he was a very good defender, but come on, 2006, there were so many good players. So yeah, it's all about goals.
Yeah, let's see if Sammy J, you want to say something?
Yeah, I disagree with Herbert. For me, like he won the Champions League. He has been the best player obviously
in the Premier League.
All of us.
He got 4 times the man of the match in the Champions League. And another thing before I forget, Herbert, it's not about how you started, it's about how you finished sometimes. Okay, we had a terrible season. I'm gonna give you that. But at the end, we ended up by going stronger and stronger, and we won something which is big. So but that's
I'm just saying because the requirement for Ballon d'Or is that you perform throughout the season, not just for till the end.
That is on paper, bro. That is on paper. But since they gave the power to other country to start voting,
I think
you will see a lot of biased opinion. South American people, journalists or whatever committee there are going to support their boy. And remember, I think last season when Mo Salah was on fire, when they won the Champions League and everything. And can you believe that in Egypt, they voted for Messi? Some people in the committee voted for Messi instead of Salah. It was on the media, like Egyptian people and African people voting also for Messi. So you see some kind of influence, it's a lot of stuff, man, going on. It's not really fair. Like they don't really care about the whole package.
Conte will win that UEFA Player of the Season award. I think
For the best European player, I think that's Kanté. But for the Ballon d'Or, it's a bit more iffy because of the whole long process for the choosing of the winner. So I think for the best European player, that should be N'Golo Kanté. Best goalkeeper Mendy, by far.
Yeah.
I think best defender. I don't think. Yeah. For the best defender, I'm not. And also the best midfielder too. That's also N'Golo Kanté. Well, for the best defender, I don't know if Rudiger is going to win that one. I don't know, sure. We'll see. Time will tell.
Okay, so we are going to Blue Eyes. You have something to comment about Kanté because that wasn't the topic of the day, but because many people have been asking, so we have to talk about it.
Yeah, and he's put in a sublime performance in the past. I think when it comes to Ballon d'Or, anyways, I could care less about Ballon d'Or, but for me, if I look at all the front runners right now, the ones that I mentioned, the ones that are in the news, and the ones that are not mentioned, I definitely would give it to N'Golo Kanté. And maybe it's because he's part of my team, but the kind of influence he has brought to positive influence he has brought in regards to Chelsea winning the Champions League, I know a lot of people might think, let's see what happens in the Euros, but I think if he wins the Euros and influences that performance, then I think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Well, if he wins the Euros, they're gonna bring Mbappe because he's the face of Nike, he's the face of such and such. He sells a lot, and Jordan and all that get involved.
That's why I don't get excited about Ballon d'Or. I find it's more of a popularity vote than a performance vote. So, you know.
Also, one more thing, even if he wins the Euros with France, I think everyone's gonna say, well, France was gonna win it anyway. So his achievements.
No. I think it depends. If he wins the Euros with France and he's the most valuable player in that tournament, then it's not going to be about the team. It's going to be about him. So if he wins if he is the best player, for example, in the knockout series of the Euros, this is all hypothetical, I know, but if he's the best player like he was in the Champions League, of course, the light will be shone on him. So it's one thing to say France will automatically win it, but right now, the best French player in world football is N'Golo Kanté.
Yeah, without any doubt.
Hands down, without any doubt. The best French player in world football right now is N'Golo Kanté. Go and Google it.
Yeah, no, you don't have. We don't have to Google it. It's eye test.
Go and ask your dictionary.
I
think that's the exact reason it will be used against him if he is in the Ballon d'Or shortlists. People will say, okay, we won the Euros with France, and people will say they will say this, that, well, France was going to win it anyway. They are the favorites for the competition, and he was just a part of it, even though if he puts 6 man of the match performances, I mean, they will find some ways to give it to the attackers. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's time now to start giving some awards to people who work for the team and not the people who just score goals. The entire team need to work for them in order for them to win. So that's the way it is. So what next? What are we gonna talk next here, people? So I see let me say hi to few people in the chat already. Mr. Elboy HD. Hello? Elboy? A lot of background noise, so I can't put you through, brother. Lee. Hello? Mr. Lee?
Hey, Oaks, hi, man.
Good. How's it going?
Good. Great, man. You just won the Champions League.
Okay, yeah.
What a time to be a Chelsea
fan. So where are you from? Where are you calling from?
I'm from South Africa, Oaks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you, Lee. All right, so what's going on in Cape Town?
Yeah, I remember last time I was...
I know.
I'm actually in Johannesburg, in
Boateng. Yeah. Boateng, Johannesburg. Yeah. A lot of...
Yeah. No, so what's happening? Are we going to be getting a Lukaku this season?
Oh, we're still waiting, man. We're still waiting. And we wanted to take a little bit break from all the speculations and maybe rate our signings.
If Conte goes to Spurs, I think Lukaku will follow. I think that's
will follow Spurs.
Because
that could happen. That could happen, but I don't
because
think
it would happen because Inter have to raise 80 million.
Yeah, but the thing is, does Daniel Levy is
have the money.
Nah, I don't see Lukaku betraying Chelsea to go to Spurs. To be honest,
Lukaku
is what do you say?
I say his heart is a blue. He's a blue. He's been a blue.
Lukaku from his childhood. He came to visit Stamford Bridge. His dream been to play for Chelsea Football Club, and all of a sudden, even if Antonio Conte signed for Spurs, I don't really think that he's going to sign for.
I think Conte going to Spurs would be a good thing for Spurs, but I don't think it would last because Conte has this thing of wanting his players and throwing his tantrums if he doesn't get the players he wants. And knowing Levy, that
is going to be a big mistake. Spurs need to rebuild. Okay, they have to sell a couple players, sell Son, sell Harry Kane, take the money, rebuild a brand new team with a progressive manager. Antonio Conte, he doesn't care about youth. He doesn't care about anything.
Yeah,
he cares about winning. He will come, win, and then if you don't give him enough money, he's going to walk and go.
I mean,
that's what he does.
He could stay at Inter if that was not the case. He could stay at Inter because he's happy there. But then now money is the issue.
Yeah, money is the issue, that they didn't guarantee him the players that he wanted. The budget is going to go down, and he was like, no, this is not my level anymore. So clearly, if Spurs, take Conte, it's gonna be a big mistake, I think.
So and another thing is that I wanted to discuss also. What do you guys think about Zidane maybe possibly going to Man United? Do you see that happening?
Herbert is the right person to ask that question.
But what do you think as a United fan? How do you feel about that?
No chance. Don't believe in such things. We are not going to sign a manager. We are not going to sign a manager. We are going to give this guy another contract. So
only at the
any talks. Yeah, so any talks of manager is not going to happen. He just got second, and how this club operates is we are on the borders of mediocrity. So that's the kind of people we hire. So going for Zidane will be like, change of pace, which is this club doesn't do things. So I don't think we'll be getting a manager.
Yeah, so there you have your
and the thing is
answer.
Also,
go on.
The thing is why I'm asking, because like Ole doesn't have the how can I put it, the pulling power to pull some of the huge signings. Like, I mean,
well, he brought Bruno. He brought Bruno at the team, and he brought Harry Maguire.
Players.
Listen,
so
he brought
in key positions.
Those were not. Those were not big signings. Bruno was not. We literally had a clear shot with Bruno. No other club wanted him. And Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, if you have 50 million and 80 million and want to spend on English,
he brought Bruno, right? But at the time when he brought Bruno,
Lee, your audio is a little poor, brother.
Bruno wasn't the.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you out and put you back because your audio is a little shaky. But please fix your audio and I'll put you back. Okay, anybody? Antonio Conte, Blue Eyes, what do you think?
Interesting. Yeah, Antonio Conte.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I'm not, man. Me, man, I don't even care about that guy. I remember that guy he reminds me of a serial businessman. He just looks for the next paycheck. This is how he's been, flying.
But he wins things.
Though. Yeah, well, if that's the case, I'd rather go with Benitez, Rafa Benitez. He does exactly what Benitez does. But at least Benitez has a Champions League. And this guy, all he does is
he doesn't do good in Europe for some reason.
Yeah, this guy, all he does is just.
Why is that? Why Antonio Conte? I
think he sucks. I think he stinks. His style of play. If he gets figured out once, just like how he got figured out at Chelsea, if he gets figured out once, he has no other way to.
He need just some quality player to play the same way of football. So his only solution next season is to bring more powerful players instead of adjusting.
And you think Daniel Levy is ready to spend $100 to $200 million?
I don't know. He must be crazy. He must be very, very crazy. If he's going to do that and hire Antonio Conte, it's going to be the same mistake that he made when he took Mourinho, because those are short-term managers. They come to win. Immediate success. That I don't know.
Yeah. So what is he going to do without Harry Kane?
Harry Kane is moving, man. I don't see Harry Kane staying.
No, I said what is he going to do without Harry Kane?
But listen, Harry Kane. Yeah. The problem is Harry Kane is under a contract. He signed a 6 years contract.
No, I said what is Conte going to do in Spurs because Harry Kane is gone. What is he going to do with Harry Kane? Who is going to be his star man?
What I'm trying to say here is that Levy still got the key. If he said, "You're not moving, you're not going, you're not going. You're gonna play. You're gonna respect your contract, and you don't have any other choice than to play."
You don't want to create. You don't want to create that. You don't want to create that kind of temperature with your number one man.
Well, he did it. He did it many times with Modric. He did it with Bale. He did it with men. He doesn't care, that guy.
Yeah, but you don't do that with. If you do it with Harry Kane, then the whole enterprise collapses. He's your number one man. It doesn't mean that he will not respect his contract, but he's already made it publicly clear that he wants out. So I mean, even if he decides to stay, are we sure he's going to give 100%?
Yeah, he's a professional. He's a professional, and he knows that he needs to keep his level. I don't see Harry Kane dropping his level just because.
So you're saying Harry Kane is going to stay?
If he stays.
No, you're saying he's going to stay.
I'm not saying he's going to stay, but what I'm saying is that Levy still has the power, and if say no, Harry Kane is going to perform. I don't see him dropping his level just because he didn't move somewhere else, because he's a top athlete. He's in the next level, so he will keep walking and scoring goals and probably push for the transfer, next year or something. That's what I'm trying to say.
His value. I mean, this guy Harry Kane is already looking in the mirror, man, and that's why he made that public outcry. That's why he made the public outcry that he wants to leave. He's looked in the mirror.
But he has nobody to blame. He has nobody to blame but himself. How are you going to sign 6 years contract without some kind of guarantee? Like, hey, if such and such come calling, let me know. If we don't win such and such for a couple years, you put it on paper. Okay, put it on paper and guarantee yourself. But what he did, just sign papers, and now he's depending. He's saying, like, oh, maybe he's gonna think that he's not going to get the same money next season, so he might let me go. Did you see the interview? It wasn't like I'm going. It's like begging, like, hey, let me go, kind of.
That's true. I'm curious to see how that whole rigmarole plays out. I really want to see when Conte comes in and what Spurs have off their sleeves. It's just going to be interesting. But right now I'm in a good place with this Champions League. I could care less, man.
Yeah, interesting. I don't think Conte is coming and challenge the first season. I'm not sure, because Spurs are shambolic right now.
But is Conte that kind of coach that can dwell in the bottom half, or sorry, in the lower part in the lower half of the table? Is he that kind of coach that will come and sit at the 7th, 8th, 9th position for 1 year, or is he a kind of coach that just wants to win it all? You said he's a serial winner, didn't you?
Yeah, but depend on the budget. If he got the money to get his own players, and he likes like old players, like the work ethic, people can really work very hard for him. So I don't know. It's gonna take time. Man. This is not Chelsea, and Spurs. The Spurs thing. When you move to Spurs, you become even bad. Look at Mourinho. You just sabotage your career for no reason.
That's true. Hey, personally, man, this is for me personally. If I were to comb through that team, give me Tanguy Ndombele, man. Give me Ndombele.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a top player, man. I mean, he still needs a lot of finishing and a lot of work to be done. But man, that kid can be good in a number 10 role. Number 10 role, yeah.
So Herbert, how successful you think Antonio Conte is going to be at Spurs, and do you think that is a good choice? If that's happened.
Antonio Conte is just an Italian Jose Mourinho for me. He, as I think Blue Eyes said, that he only cares about his paycheck. Even just now I was reading Sky Sports that the two parties are in conversation, but the wages Conte want is very high. So those discussions are going on, and even Romano's tweet, you can see that he wants a long-term project. So basically, he wants a long-time contract so that if things go bad, he can get out and get that,
Get the
severance
money
pay.
and run.
Yeah, so he is just there to win them a trophy and get out, because that's what Tottenham want. They don't want to challenge for the league or anything. They just want this you know this thing they have. They haven't won anything to get right, even if it's a Carabao Cup. So, but again, I don't know. I mean, you were saying that Kane, if like he has the like Levy has the power. I agree, but I don't know, man, who will get Kane, because the only realistic target is Man City. But Levy is a shrewd businessman. He is not going to want anything less than 150. But Man City don't really, go more than 60 million. So that's going to be a problem. Who is going to buy him? So, and if Conte comes and he like convinces Kane that give me one more season, then you can go, then your price will become at least 100 million. Maybe he can agree to that. It depends. So that's going to be the transfer, transfer saga of the season. But I don't see Conte being a success. I mean, it's the same thing. You guys, it worked out good for you guys. He won you the league first time, but I mean, he's just businessman at Blue. I said I don't see him as a top manager.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm not really sure that he's going to sign for Spurs. They are struggling with money issues and Levy. I don't know. They would be crazy to sign Antonio Conte.
They have stadium debt also.
What do you say?
They have 400 million stadium debt. They have to give money.
Yeah, they have to give the money. Man, they need a proper another Mauricio Pochettino kind of.
I think Nuno. What about Nuno Espirito Santos?
I think he's going to Everton. I mean, there have been news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's going to Everton.
So that means that this Ancelotti thing has been in the talks the past couple of weeks then.
Ancelotti's talks. I think Ancelotti came to Everton and he demanded some high-class signings like they only bought them.
Herbert.
You're breaking off, bro.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You break it. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
No, I'm saying because Ancelotti was bought into Everton, but they only bought one world-class player, and Ancelotti is a manager who should be challenging for Champions League, right? So, but obviously Everton don't have that kind of money that Chelsea or even City have. So that's why I think he's seen the light, and he's bringing on Iwobi and Bernard. I mean, that's not Ancelotti's level.
Okay.
Interesting. So Everton for Nuno, Interesting. That's not an upward movement. That's
I don't know. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, all the teams are playing 3-5-2. Conte is coming. He's going to bring 3-5-2. Nuno always plays 3-5-2, and you guys play 3-5-2.
I'm trying to understand why Nuno would leave Wolves to go to Everton. Like, I'm trying to understand that move. Apart from money, I don't think that's an upward movement. That's more of a sideways movement. To maybe he's trying to go sideways to get to somewhere, because I don't get it. Why would you leave Wolves that is basically on par? If I look at the table the past 3 years, I think Wolves and Everton have kind of rubbed shoulders. Maybe somebody correct me if I'm wrong. In regards
Wolves
to
finished higher than Everton in their first season.
Yeah,
and even this season they lost Jimenez and Neto for half of the season, more than half of the season. That's why they finished 14th, I think.
Unless I guess Everton is a bigger club from a legacy standpoint.
Yeah.
I guess that's where
there have been another rumors that Steven Gerrard is also linked with Everton job.
Everton, exactly.
It's not gonna happen.
No, that one makes sense.
No,
it's not
Gerrard.
as a Liverpool guy, no way. No way. Who does that?
It's not going to happen.
Frank Lampard going to Arsenal. Wow.
Oh,
should we do the ratings, or you want to talk about the Euro squad, because that caused a lot of debate yesterday?
Ogs, he's asking you a question.
Yeah, go on. I was just checking what you just said about Nuno, and it's true. Yeah, I was just reading something quickly. Yeah,
no, I just wanted to bring the Euro squad in. If you saw yesterday that the squad was announced, and England picked 4 right backs, and they sent home Lingard, Ward-Prowse, and all those guys.
Yeah, but you understand why Southgate picked four right backs. A lot of people are looking at it and thinking it's an oversaturation of right backs, but you're forgetting that Reece James
Can play in different positions.
Thank you. He can play three positions. He can play he can play center back, right center back. He can play wing back. He can play right back, and he can play in the pivot. So I think that's why Southgate kind of made that nomination, because you want versatile players.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's a bit. I feel it's a bit like, a bit counterintuitive. You have four right backs. Okay, supposedly, I mean, Reece James not going to play center back because it's going to be Maguire, Stones, and Mings, or even Connor Cody. So only position left for me, and he's won the Champions League, so he's going to play that right wing back position. So you have left three right backs on the bench. Supposedly, you're saying he's versatile. You drop one right back and you bring one specialist midfielder in James Ward-Prowse or an attacking midfielder in Lingard. So that makes more sense, right? I mean, you are stacked your defense, but you have no midfielding options. Your attacking options are decent, but four right backs is too much. Where are you going to use?
But how do you say? So how many midfielders did he choose? Mason Mount.
He only has
Declan Rice.
Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
And Saka, if you want, he's categorized in the midfield position. Jordan Henderson.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
No. What about what about Villa? Villa's the talisman.
He's listed as a forward. Jack Grealish.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, let me say hi to Abdallah. How is it going? 2-time champs.
Yeah.
Abdallah, what's going on?
Not much, bro. You good?
Yeah, good.
All right. So what are we saying then? First and foremost, we got 2 Champions League trophies. Man have to bring out some props, to shut these flipping clown gooners up. Flipping talking about some dead ballers like Aubameyang and what's his name and Lacazette, that balding Smurf, all them dead ballers in their team, man. Don't ever chat to us again. So I see with the England squad. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter who we pick. We could have Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo, not CR7. I'm talking about R9. We could have R9, Ronaldinho, Messi, Maradona, and Maldini all in the same team. We're not winning anything with Gareth Southgate as the manager. Nothing. I'm telling you, we'll go out in the quarterfinals and everyone will start crying thinking they didn't expect it.
The funny thing is, today he was asked in the media that you have taken 4 right backs. Did you know what he answered? He said, if I had to take 6 right backs also, I would have taken.
Okay.
Because he's an idiot. He is actually an idiot. The way he flipping conducts himself, he doesn't move like a proper manager. England have had so many good players over the past. Imagine the only time where we were properly dead.
So who's the right manager for England right now? Who would you choose?
I don't know anyone. I'd take Brighton's manager. He plays good football.
Who would
the Brighton manager, Graham Potter.
Who would you take now? Graham Potter. So you think Graham Potter will do better than Gary Southgate?
No, I think. Well, I don't know much about England, but I like the manager with a lot of energy. I don't see any energy from Potter. I don't see also a lot of energy from like Southgate. They are just like quiet, man. You need a little bit of life, but
Potter plays good football.
Yeah,
Potter plays good football, man. Did you not see Brighton this season? If you listen, I don't like using stats at all, but let's just say, for instance, you want to use stats. If you look at Brighton's expected points based on the number of chances created and the expected goals they should have had, they should have finished in the top 6.
Yeah.
Don't tell me Brighton and Hove. Don't tell me Graham Potter with an incredibly talented set of England players. Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, Mason Mount. Even if you've got some dead borders like Bukayo Saka and that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, even if you had some, but look at all the talent in that team. Don't try and tell me Graham Potter would not make that England team go far in the Euros.
Bro. Let me tell you something. International football is a total different ball game. It's one thing to enjoy the EPL and maintain consistency in the EPL, but the international football, especially when it comes to the Euros, is a total different ball game. Brighton, yes. Brighton.
That's why you need a special manager.
Yeah,
a special coach.
Brighton is a Cinderella team. I get it. Brighton is a Cinderella team. They've been able to put together some good performances here and there. And Graham Potter as well, like you said, top up and coming manager. But international football, man, can be so cruel.
Like what? When you have the talent that England got, Abdullah is right to demand performance, to demand another level. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if you think about it, wait, sorry, go on.
Yeah.
But we're talking about an English side. We're talking about an English side that finished in the semi-finals of the World Cup, correct?
He bottled it. They could have won it.
Yes. Yeah, but
they could have won it.
That was his first appearance, right? That was his first cameo.
I don't care about
hold on,
whatever. You win when you have good players.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
You and I are not English people. We're not from England. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand why Gareth Southgate is getting all the heat, because his first appearance, he finished semi-finals, and he qualified the same team for Euro Cup, and he hasn't played yet. But still, people want to circumcise him because he hasn't even played when he hasn't even started. What if they win? Okay, let me ask you a question, bro. If England wins the Euros, what would you say Gareth Southgate did? Right.
And then good individual performances is going to make a difference.
Yeah. Do you know what Gareth Southgate is? Gareth Southgate is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of international football. It's no tactics, just vibes.
He is exactly. I was gonna just say that.
Tactics, just vibes. Let me ask you a question, right? You say we got to the semi-finals of the World Cup. Look at the teams we played. We had Tunis, we had Belgium, and we had Panama all in our same group. All we did was stat pad against Panama and Tunis, and then intentionally lost to Belgium on the last game because we knew if we went up against Brazil and France and the teams that Belgium came up against, we'd get cooked. The reason why we got to semi-finals was because we played some absolutely awful teams. Colombia are a terrible team. They are a terrible team. They've only got James. Everyone else is dead. Sweden, they've got a good manager. They're well organized. They've got Isak, who's good, but again, not a great team. And then you come up against Croatia, who are a good team, and they put us in a pack. What does that tell you? It's nothing to do with the managers, individual brilliance. And this team is too good to be persisting with a fraud and clown like flipping Gareth Southgate. We need a manager, a proper manager. Ancelotti just left Everton. Why didn't we go get him? He would take us straight to the top. We'd win the Euros and the World Cup.
So you would fire Gareth Southgate now?
Yes.
It's too late. He's too late.
Terrible manager. He's so awful. He's worse.
It's gonna be really shame if England don't make it like to the, quarterfinals, semis. It's gonna be really a shame because look at that team, man. Harry Kane, the best, one of the best in the world right now. Mason Mount, Reece James. I can go, but I'm gonna be biased and just my boys, Grealish and all that. If you don't do anything with them, and then
I think what he's trying to say is that you don't need, a world-class manager. You just need a manager who picks the right 11.
That's it.
You don't need to. Yeah, you don't need, because all your players are so good. They can coach themselves. That's how good they are.
Exactly. Think about it. And also, let me ask you a couple of questions about the flipping. The team, right? He took 4 right backs when the clear and obvious person to drop was Kieran Trippier. I know he's had a good season, but he's not better than Trent. He's not better than Reece James. He's not better than Walker. So drop him. Also, has flipping Connor Cody and Tyrone Mings made it into the England squad ahead of Konza, Tomori, and Godfrey. If someone can explain that to me, I will never watch a game of football again.
Maybe Tom, a Man United fan. Can you explain to us how Connor Cody made it to the Euro?
Hey, Oggs,
yes.
I just wanted to say thanks, man. I'm at work. Let me run back to work. But
okay, brother. Listening. See you, man. Thank you so much.
Everything, guys. Yeah, thanks,
Thank you. All right. Tom, talk to us. Answer that question, please.
How do you answer a ridiculous one? That's Wolves have had a terrible season. The funny thing is, I would understand taking someone like Godfrey. Yeah, he's not he's nowhere near such as a Van Dijk or anybody for England, but he can play anywhere across the back line. He can play right back, left back, centre back, wing back, any role. He did that under Ancelotti at Everton. So I would understand taking someone like a Godfrey because covers all areas and all aspects really. And like it's been said about obviously with the fullback situation, I think Trippier is probably the most balanced fullback out of the lot of them. If I'm being honest, because Walker's good, obviously catching people at the back and stuff. And I think in a free in the back, if you want to play a free at the back system, Walker wouldn't be bad as a third centre back. To be honest with you, but I don't necessarily think as a fullback is amazing. I think Trent is amazing going forward, attacking wise, brilliant. You can't really doubt that. But defensively, there is a question mark there. But I think Trippier obviously can go forward, put balls in the box, and can also defend. I think obviously it proves it because when you have the versatility of both, it proves that you are an overall defender. Like I look at someone like Trent and Wan-Bissaka, they're completely different fullbacks. Wan-Bissaka's amazing, solid defensively, but going forward, he can't really do much on the ball or put balls in the box or anything. Whereas Trent's basically the opposite. So if you merge those two players together, you'd have a complete fullback, and that's what I'm talking about. Where Trippier is probably the most complete out of all of them because he can do both roles. Yeah, he's not amazing, but he's the best for what we've got for now.
No, but England's most complete fullback.
I think Reece James is the best one of them. Personally, in my opinion.
Reece James I forgot about Reece James. That's I forgot about that. He got picked. That's why.
Yeah.
But I like we've already said about England and stuff. I think the problem with England mainly over the years hasn't necessarily been scoring the goals; it's been keeping them out, and that's been the problem really defensive in terms of for England. But when you take people like Conor Cody to a Euros and stuff, it boggles the mind how they even make it. What's he got? He's Wolves captain. That's his CV. Wolves captain, and what have Wolves done this year? Nothing, and the manager's ditched him. That's literally it. That's all Wolves have done this season.
I like to ask Abdullah, since he said Bukayo Saka was a dead baller. I mean, that's still making me laugh. I mean, would you have taken Saka or Lingard, because Lingard has 9 goals and 5 assists in January. And international competitions are all about players in form. So
I think the only reason why I would have taken, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have minded taking either of them. If you would have taken them, I wouldn't have probably disagreed against it, just based on this whole fact of Lingard can play either of the wings and play the 10 role if you have major injuries. So I could understand taking somebody like him. I could also understand taking someone like Saka because he can play anywhere on the left-hand side. If you want him to play left back, you want him to play wing back, you want him to play left midfield, left wing, anywhere on that left-hand side he can play. So I can understand taking either of them, depending if you want to talk about versatility.
That's the thing. Why would you take Saka when Mason Mount can do every one of those things, except for defensive position, which you already have for right back for?
Yeah. But this is what I mean in terms of versatility. Taking him as a stopgap for injuries, I can understand that. But like you've just said there about if you're taking him for an attacking sense, I don't really see what reason you need to. We've got enough attackers up the field who can do the role, like you've just said about Mason Mount. Players like Grealish can do that role from the left-hand side as well. These players can do those roles for England as well. So it does obviously throw the question up there about such as players like Saka and stuff. And it doesn't necessarily make me believe that more in the England squad because I expected some of this, to be honest with you. Some of the players that have been there from pretty much day one since Southgate went in there, he's pretty much taking a similar squad with him that he took with the World Cup. Most of the players that are still in there are still going with him. So it doesn't really make me, lose sleep over it because it's what I think a lot of England fans should have and probably would have expected.
Yeah, Abdullah, what do you think? You were very highly critical of Saka.
Bro, it was a joke. Don't worry. I do like Saka. It's obviously you see these Arsenal fans always chatting about Saka, saying he's better than Pulisic and Kai Havertz. Manafort just put them back in their place. But yeah, Tom, I hear
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I hear what you're saying, but you're right. The problem has been that we don't keep out that many goals. But here's the problem, right? And this is an issue that's been happening for years with England, not even just now.
We don't have a good enough manager.
Exactly. You see, in the
Simple.
late 90s, when we had Michael Owen and we had Robbie Fowler and flipping what's his name, Sol Campbell and Rio Ferdinand coming through, and that was like the start of the era of the golden era of England generation. Who did we get as manager? Some flipping 70-year-old clown and Sven Goran Eriksson. That's who we got as manager, and we did nothing. Once we get a manager, also not to mention the best left back to ever play football, Ashley Cole. Once we get a manager who's going to utilize our players to the best of their capabilities and play to our strengths, because it's evident we don't have that many good defenders. The good defenders he's already left, fine. At least play some good football and accommodate to the players we've got. Personally, I don't want to see flipping 4 right backs being played. I want 1 right back, 2 centre backs, a left back, a single DM, and then Mount, Foden.
So you want to play back 4, basically? Any system, just with a back 4. It's the most common system that you use. The only reason why you'd play a back 5 is if you're playing against a hardcore team. I'm talking somebody like a France or a Portugal who have the players that can try and break you down and then try and basically do what Chelsea did in the final against City. In a way, play the back 5 system. But this, like you just said there about the international management and stuff. Managers at England haven't been good enough, and I think the one thing that a lot of people forget is you can get managers who don't have to be. They don't have to always be from your nation. I know it would be an amazing thing.
But you tried Capello, right? Capello couldn't do anything with John Terry, Frank Lampard.
Yeah. I understand. I understand what you mean by that, mate. I understand what you mean by that. But the reason I'm getting at from it is there's experienced managers out there who don't have jobs at the moment, and even if you we've been looking at managers like Sam Allardyce. Before he ended up leaving the job, he didn't even get to play an international game as the manager. And he left.
Listen, Sam Allardyce got 100% success. He's the most successful manager. Well,
he's never lost a game. He's never lost a game. He's never played a game.
Never lost a game.
He's never played a game.
That's one game, and that's it. But yeah, see, Tom, at least this is the best bit, is that I finally found an England fan on the same wavelength as me. Sorry. More time, a lot of England fans I meet saying, you just need to back your country, mate. And I'm just telling them, no, listen. We need to be real as football fans now. Forget England fans. This has happened multiple times. When we had Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, David Beckham, Ashley Cole, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Gary Neville, and all these...
A manager should get a better tune out of those players than the managers that we had.
Exactly. Remember, these managers were playing Paul Scholes out at left wing.
Yeah, also I don't know if you have already touched on it or anything, but I've obviously joined late in the stream about Conte going to Tottenham.
Conte, yeah. Okay, let me. Sorry, guys. Before we jump, I wanted to say thank you to CJ for the donation, man. This is for you. Thank you so much. This brother always helped the channel. I really appreciate it, bro.
I just know that background's going to be there for ages, isn't it, mate?
What is that?
The background, the Chelsea winners. It's just going to be there for the whole season, isn't it? Until somebody topples it.
Yeah,
until somebody topples it.
Well, Euros are coming, so it's gonna be France at the back at the end of the day. But
yeah, La France.
And listen, I am going to be against Mason Mount. Can you imagine me criticizing Mason Mount, like calling him average and all that when he plays for England? It's crazy, right?
Yeah, but even then, you just said France, right? Look at Deschamps, for example. Deschamps knows he's got a good defense, but he also, for a while, France didn't have particularly fantastic fullbacks. But he built a system to accommodate the attacking players of France. 100%. And look what he's done. He's gone and he's made France world champions. He took them to a European Championship final where they unfortunately lost, even though they probably should have won.
Let me put it like this. I know that obviously, you obviously support France and stuff. Deschamps leaves. The one name that I think a lot of people in France would want is the big man who's out there, and he's won everything there is to win in football already by the international trophies, and that's Zidane.
Yeah,
Zidane has won multiple Champions Leagues. He's won league titles. The only other thing that he would want to do in club football is go to another club and try and replicate, or at least do something a little bit similar to what he's done, and then win league titles in multiple leagues. That's the only thing that he would still be in club football for. Because if he completed a World Cup or a European Championship or something, then an international championship. Sorry, if he went and won something like that, then that would complete him. He could ride into the sunset and retire if he wanted to from football management because he's done all there is to win. There's no nothing else for him to do. And I think that
people are already talking about him taking over from Didier Deschamps after Qatar next season.
That's what I mean. So because I don't necessarily think he's going to want a jump straight back into the gun at the moment. Like obviously with Conte, I was expecting him to take some time away from the game, to be honest, because he's just jumped from club to club to club. Really, I would have expected him to take some time out.
So you haven't talked about Conte, right? To Spurs. What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's a match made in hell, not heaven. Hell.
Hey.
Daniel Levy and Antonio Conte. He is going to expose that, the board, the officials, everybody.
Yeah.
For everything that they do. Everything that they do, he doesn't like. He speaks out about it in the media. And honestly, being a Man United fan, I would have loved having Conte at our club. I would have prayed just for the backlash that you would have got, and you would have had a better understanding of what actually happens. Internally,
I see your point.
Internally at a football club, because we have got dead owners.
Okay, so you don't want a yes man manager. You want somebody who can come and then expose them.
I want a general. I want a leader from the side. I want a Zidane. I want a Conte. One of these kind of managers. And for me, the third best manager out there right now who is available for me would be Zidane behind Klopp and think just because of what he has achieved. And
don't you think that he's going to have a problem with English? He doesn't speak English.
Not necessarily. I don't think he would have a problem with English. Yeah, obviously with the language barrier, but he's got French players in there. I think he gets a better tune out of players like Paul Pogba, because he wanted Pogba at Real Madrid anyway. I think he gets a better player out of players like Martial. He does better with group effort. He doesn't necessarily want hundreds of millions of pounds unless he has to restructure a club. That's the only reason why he would. But I think we are there. But Zidane coming in with that coach mentality, that leadership from the sideline, or even someone like a Conte who has the tactics more so, would improve the players that we already have now. And it depends which way you'd want to go. Tottenham are going for another short success manager with Conte, because Conte's not going to be there 5-6 years. They're talking about this long-term contract. We won't even see it out. I'll be surprised if he's even there for a quarter, maybe even half the contract at Tottenham. The only reason why they're doing it is they need to get a big name in there to appease Harry Kane to stay. That's probably the only reason why they want to. That's the only reason why. And all this crap about Pochettino, I told you, didn't I? Pochettino was playing a game when he went with Tottenham to get an extension at PSG. So he knows where his future will lie, maybe 2-3 more years. If he stays. Because when Pochettino signs a deal, he wants to stay at that club maybe 4 or 5 years. I look at someone like a Mourinho or a Conte, they wouldn't care if they were gone after 18 months. So long as they get a payout at the end of it all, they wouldn't care in the slightest. But that's why I'd want a manager like Zidane, because even if things aren't going well, he's not expecting to be sacked. He doesn't want to be sacked. He left Real Madrid. Real Madrid could have sacked him, and he could have left with a £20 million payoff. But he resigned instead of waiting and accepting for that. And I think that shows true testament to managers. Mourinho's been sacked at Man United and Tottenham. He's got £50 million out of it.
Yeah,
25 million pounds out of each club just for being sacked.
Yeah, for being sacked. Look,
£50 million.
Listen, man, I'm enjoying. Please keep Oli at the wheel.
No.
Keep Arteta.
No. He'll be gone after Christmas.
Listen, keep them at the wheel. I am enjoying right now. Please keep them. Give them the job. 6 years contract. They stay in your clubs. I'm happy.
No. He'll be gone after Christmas, I'll tell you. If he doesn't have a good start to the season, I want him to fully be back this summer like Lampard was. Not just necessarily for the team, but I want to prove a point by saying it if he is up to the job or not. If he wants Harry Kane, go and get him Harry Kane. No matter what money, give him the money, give him the tools, and then see what he can do with all of the players. Because I look at players like Van der Beek. He wasn't his signing. He wanted Jack Grealish rather than Donny van der Beek. I look at people like Ahmad. I don't think he was his signing because Sancho was his signing that he wanted. So you can see my comparison and points. Some of these players I don't even think have been his signings. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, and who was the other person that we bought at the time? James, they're his signings.
Dan James, the man, the legend himself.
They're his kind of signings.
Dan
You know,
James.
I look at players like Van der Beek. I don't think he fancies him because he didn't even want to bring him on in a European final. But like we've already said about with football and stuff. Football's a funny game at certain times because everything can turn over in 24 hours. You look at Everton. Everton woke up yesterday morning. There was, Carlos building us for the future for next season, push for a European place.
And boom,
they're waiting until 8 o'clock at night. Wait, he's signed for Real Madrid. Oh, brilliant. Who do we look at now? Sam Allardyce is still there, isn't he? I mean, we could appease him to come back and steady the ship. There's Eddie Howe. He recently got relegated, but but clubs like Everton, I do sympathise with. They've lost a world-class manager at the end of the day in a short space of 24 hours.
They spent a lot of money and they're going nowhere.
This is the thing, though. I think
one club. That's the problem.
The problem with Everton is they've got money. They've got the money to buy a lot of players in the world. I think a lot of people stinge around Everton. They're building a new stadium as well, and they still want to invest in the team.
Yeah.
The problem at Everton is attraction. They can't attract top players and top managers unless they pay them a bombshell like they did with Carlo Ancelotti. Until they get into a European place consistently year in, year out, club jobs like the Leicester City job will be more attractive because they're going to play in Europe. Albeit it's the Europa League, they're going to play in Europe. Leicester City right now is probably more attractive than Tottenham. If I'm not being funny, if Leicester City wanted to go and get a proper manager, I know obviously they stick with Brendan Rodgers right now because he's doing an amazing job, but Brendan Rodgers goes to Tottenham or something, I'd ring up Antonio Conte. If you've got the money to pay him weekly, he will want to go to your club over a club like Tottenham. Your Europa League's better than the Conference League. Let's not forget, the Conference League is basically a third fiddle European trophy. Nobody's going to care about that. It wouldn't surprise me if a club like Granada won it. Or, maybe even a worse version like, Crystal Palace get into it. They might have a good run for it. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But like I've said, football is a funny game at times and it throws a lot of surprises. Because nobody would expect Conte to go to Tottenham. Nobody would have probably expected Conor Cody to make it into the England squad. But I think this is why we all love football. Because it's a spectator's game. And it's from a spectator's point of view, it's amazing to watch and amazing to see.
Yeah. Herbert, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about one last topic or something that's going on trending? So
Everton,
we can go.
Everton new manager.
Nuno Espirito Santo. We've already touched about it, but we don't. For me, Everton.
To do some ratings, right?
What you say?
You have to do some ratings. I think you forgot.
Like what?
You put it on your thumbnail, right? Season ratings for Chelsea players.
Yeah, because I don't have. I was expecting like more Chelsea fans in the panel, so we can like.
Not. I'm gonna say we can do it from a non-biased perspective if you want it.
Yeah, from an unbiased perspective, that's good. Yeah, so let's go for it. Herbert, let's start by Thiago Silva. Out of 10, what are you gonna give him this season?
I think 8.
I think that's a decent score.
8 out of 10. He was a monster, right? Without
his presence is vital.
Yeah, his presence just changed.
His leadership outweighs his,
performance,
legs. Yeah, performance. That's it will give you leadership on the field or even off the field. I saw him at the final. He was up and down the stairs every 5 minutes, barking orders at the defence when nothing was going right.
Yeah, and he's techie as well. People, this is on-board ability. Have you seen that guy ping a ball? Jesus Christ.
So, Tom, how much are you gonna give Thiago Silva out of 10 this season?
I would give him. Do you know what? I'll even give him a 9. I think just because what he's gone in there and he's transformed the defence. He's made players like Reece James come from the academy, playing in the UEFA Champions Youth League, Youth Cup, playing in that to the Champions League final. He's been a major factor in development because I think Reece James, in a way, not saying it badly, but at the start of the season, I think a lot of people could agree with me. he wasn't unsure about his ability and what he could actually achieve and do in the fullback position. But Lampard first integrated him in the team. Thiago Silva was like a father figure to him, somebody to look up to. If you want to learn something, you go to somebody who's got the experience in that caliber, like Thiago Silva. Yeah, so I'd probably give him a 9.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Abdallah.
Yeah, same 9 out
Thiago
of 10.
Silva.
9 out of 10 for me. For me, probably one of the best centre backs of his generation. Probably top 3, even go as far as say top 2 centre backs over the last 10 years because Van Dijk only came towards the end. And yeah, he could come in, revolutionise our defence. Last season, we conceded more than 70 goals in all competitions. Now we've only conceded 36 in the league and about how many? 4 in the Champions League. That just shows you how good this guy is. Yeah, big up Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva, 9 out of 10. Okay, let's move on and talk about Hakim Ziyech, the magician. Let's start by Tom. How much are you going to give to?
Honestly, I don't think he's... I don't really think he's had the game time to show necessarily what he can do. I think the system with Lampard didn't really help him because he was playing the wide position, then he was playing 10. He's not had a one position that you can stick
but
to.
I don't want to cut you, Tom, but
yeah,
he under Frank Lampard, I think that's where he played his best football.
Because in terms of the wide position, yes, I'll agree with you if you're playing him out wide. But if you're playing him through the middle, no, not for me. To be honest with you, that's just my personal opinion. Honestly, I'll give him a 6.
That is your opinion. I respect that.
I'll give him a 6. To be honest with you, I
6.
I think it's a fair score. Just overall reflection of him and the season.
6 out of 10. Herbert, Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was gonna be your best signing because I so wanted him at United. But I don't think it has worked out yet. He has had that good performances, some important goals. But I think he, just for his talent, I don't think he has justified it fully at Chelsea. I mean, if you guys agree, I think if 6 is an average, I think 6 is the right score. Because above 6, you will have to, there are better players who have done more than him. So just...
Okay. I respect that. Abdallah, Hakim Ziyech.
Oh, my bro, Hakim Ziyech, come on. I'm gonna have to give him a 5, because he started well under Lampard. No, trust me, there's some other ballers who are gonna get worse scores, so you've not even seen it yet. You see, with Hakim Ziyech, when he first came in under Lampard, we were saying, where's Timo? The finding Timo means he was the one who first found Timo, remember? In the games against Burnley and Sheffield. Then it went a bit downhill from there, and it wasn't particularly pretty. He did score against Atletico, which was important, but overall, it's been a bit underwhelming.
He also scored against City.
Yeah, he scored against City, didn't he?
He scored twice against City, and he stat pad against Sheffield United. That's the best bit. Yeah, it's gone. So probably a 5.
Okay, 5 out of 10 from Abdallah. Let's move. And remember, we're just talking about the signings. So other ratings are going to be for another show. Because it's going to be, a 10-hour show here talking about everybody. So let's go. Ben Chilwell. Tom.
I don't really know. Because I think under Lampard he was all right. I wouldn't say he was amazing. I think he was okay at best some cases in time. But I think with Tuchel bringing players like Marcos Alonso back to the table and stuff, it's boosted him in terms of he's got that competition there for places. And Tuchel's a person who would easily in a game, if he has to, switch it up and bring on someone like Alonso if it means in the attacking sense it's going to be a lot better for the team. And I think having that competition, like you look at Tellers with Luke Shaw. Look how Luke Shaw has been this season now. After having that competition there. But I think Chilwell, to be honest, when Tuchel came in, improved massively. He's improved the whole team. Tuchel, you could say that. And I had to put probably a number. I'd probably say something like a 7. I think it's just about right. To be honest, I don't think he was over. He wasn't the best player of the season, but he wasn't the worst. He was like in the middle, so to speak.
That makes sense. I respect that. Herbert, Ben Chilwell,
yeah,
Chile.
Yeah, I'll agree. I think if you look at just recent performances, it has been good, but it's a season overall score. So I think, 7 is all right because if I give him 8, then you would have to say that his contribution was on the level of Thiago Silva. So I don't think that's true. I think 7
Yeah,
is good.
that makes sense. Abdallah, Chile.
Ben and Jerry's ice cream, let's see. You know what? A lot of people doubted him before he first came to Chelsea. Everyone was calling him average. Everyone said, I remember this. I remember
Because
ranting
he's English, so every English player, he's English. People assume that if you are English, you are overrated. The journalist's gonna hype you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
You're
English
not good.
media. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. They are victim already of some kind of discrimination from certain people. If you are English, okay,
Yeah.
go on.
So I'm gonna have to give Benjamin Button an 8 because he's actually played quite well this season. I think he sorted out our left-hand side. He is a significant improvement on that fraud Alonso. And he's actually, his on-ball ability has actually improved since when he's been at Leicester. So yeah, I'm gonna give Chilwell an 8. I think he's been one of our most consistent players this season.
Okay, 8 out of 10. Timo Werner, Tom.
Right, now this is going to be controversial, but to be honest, what he brings, he doesn't bring a lot to the team. But if you're going to play against somebody who plays a high line like a City, he will drag defenders away and create space for somebody else to run through. Like you saw with the Champions League goal against City, dragging such as John Stones out wide, creating that space for Havertz or somebody to run into.
That's correct.
But he can't finish. It's not, he just can't. As soon as he sees the ball comes to him and he's in front of the goal.
Hey, listen, he always finishes when it's offside or when it's a handball. That's you have to give it to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If there was no offside rule, he'd probably be the top goal scorer in the league.
Yeah,
hands down because of what he does. But I'm gonna be fair. I'll probably give him a 5 because I don't necessarily. People will say that he's. I think he's good tactically if you play against high lines, but there's not a lot of high line teams in the Premier League. That's the problem. Half of them want to sit in deep when they come up against a big team. That's the problem, unless there's a team that wants to go for it like Southampton. Yeah, they got nosedived with 9-0 for 2 years in a row when they try that. So,
yeah,
I'll probably give a fair score.
5 out of 10. Herbert, Werner.
Yeah, I think starting of the season, you guys must be pulling your hairs out. Like, what did you pay 50 million for this guy? He can't finish anything. But I think gradually he's improved, and I think his assist record has been good. I mean, he has came out and said it a lot of times that I wasn't bought to, assist other people. I was bought to score. But I think it's a 50-50 season for him. I'm just going to give him an average 6. I mean, not been below average, but again, he's not justified that 50 million price tag.
Okay. Fair enough. 6 out of 10. Abdallah.
Here we go. The German Sonic the Hedgehog. There we go. I'm gonna have to give him a 6, because he does miss chances. Yeah, he is firing blunts. He was firing blunts, but his overall all-round play's actually been quite good. I still think he does need to improve his finishing and learn how to play against the low block a bit more, because otherwise he's just Mo Salmon, the Pyramid Kalu, without finishing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a 6 because I do think his all-round play's actually been quite good for all the disrespect he's been getting.
Fair enough. Let's go. Kai Havertz, Tom.
Right, where do we really start? Because at the start of it all, it wasn't working out for him. When he tried to play the ball across the line, it was going out of the pitch and stuff. I just think he misjudged the league. I think when you look at a lot of German players who come over from the Bundesliga, you play against a lot more teams who play high line. It's a very advanced and attacking league, and so to speak. But in the Premier League, you don't have that space. You don't have the time on the ball, really, unless you create the space for yourself, which I think I have actually learned the hard way, really. But when you develop it over time, I think over time, when he's obviously come with someone like Tuchel uses his tactical systems in play to create space for him to run into, like using Timo Werner as a decoy, so then Havertz can run through. Something such as that would then bring players like Havertz more into games and stuff and influential. But I wouldn't say he's been the worst, but I wouldn't say he's been the best. But,
and remember this.
Oh, just put it away, man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
Okay. I'm gonna hide it. Remember this.
I'd probably say 5. 5 again.
Harvard 5. Okay, well,
yeah.
I just respect your opinion. Even I don't agree, but I just respect it. 10 out of 10 because it's just an opinion. Herbert, Kai Havertz, he scored in the final. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think 5 is way too low. I mean, he's not been that bad. I mean, yeah.
And remember, he had COVID
also.
He got the virus, and go on. I don't want to influence you. Go on.
No, it's okay. But I'm just saying because he has. I think when I look at Havertz, he has more of footballing brain than Werner. That's the only thing I can see because he doesn't have pace. He's not really strong. He's tall, but he hasn't got upper body strength. But I can see him because when he is passing the ball, there is a certain weight to it, and his off the ball movements. Even in the final, he was chesting the ball from air. So all these things are just. I mean, and though obviously, as you said, Champions League final goal. That's that's 1 point itself, right? Because
this is why Oli become a hero in your club by scoring from the bench and winning you the Champions League.
So I'll just make it. I'll just give him a 7. I think he has been a bit above average, but not the best again. But 7.
Okay, 7 out of 10. Abdallah, talk to me.
Kai Havertz, come on. By the way, the only generational talent on the pitch. Don't ever talk to me about Walter Foden. You won't even get the film. Walter.
Okay.
So, yeah, Kai Havertz.
Phil from Stockport.
What's it called? So, do you want to be honest? As a guy who uses the eye test more than stats, I think generally he's actually been quite good. And his all-round play has actually been very good. I think it's just end product's been a bit lacking. And he went through a period, as Tom mentioned, where it weren't great. So over the course of the season, I might have to give him I'll probably give him a 7, just because he won us our second Champions League, putting us 2 clear of the broken cannon.
All right. Fair enough. 7 out of 10, Kai Havertz. So, gentlemen, we are going to conclude the show. So, let's start by Tom. Want to say hi to people? Any social, any YouTube account?
No, nothing to share or anything. But thanks for having me on anyway, mate.
Okay, thank you so much, Tom, and always, brother. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah. See you later, man.
See you later, man. Thank you. Herbert, my brother, talk to me.
Yeah, same. Thanks for having me. Obviously, today England is playing, so I'll catch that game if you want. They are playing Austria, so if you want, you can watch that. Yeah. Same. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help, brother. Abdallah, any plug?
No, I don't run a YouTube channel. I've only got Insta if you want to follow it. But that's it. Yeah, go for it. It's literally just Abdullah _ Al Hassan, but that's it. So yeah, passionate Chelsea fan. You know what we're on. But yeah, next season we're coming for the league. Everyone be scared.
Be ready, man. Be scared. Thank you, Abdallah, and see you next time. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. Okay, let's read a few more questions before we go. DJ, what you saying, brother? No disrespect to Werner and Harvard. Please remember, I know that, man. I know next season they are going to be better. Okay, they need just a little break. Okay, going to the national team right now, and then they will come back, take maybe a couple of weeks off, go to preseason. I don't even know if they're gonna have time to go to preseason. It's so much going on, and it was a good season for me. If you call them flops, okay, I would prefer to have those flops than have your world class, because your world class didn't win anything, You, Bruno Fernandes, you bottle it in the final of Europa League, right? But my so-called flops, they won me this. See? This. So, I mean, how about next Ronaldo pin the comment? How about the next Ronaldo? I think he might, the next Ronaldo, well, yeah, that is your opinion. I just respect it. Any more questions before I leave and go do something else? Thank you for watching, everybody. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's just gonna take you 1 second to do so. Okay. Let me see. Questions. No, maybe not. I'll prefer a team with a great mentality than a team with great. That from Ty. He always comes up with something complicated. I don't even know what you mean, bro. I'd prefer a team with a great mentality than a team with great. Okay, yeah. So the mental strength is the most important according to Ty. So everybody, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.